Hey everyone, welcome to episode 4 of the Tales of Manus Fatorum, our 5e D&D game through Faerun, with some homebrew characters, homebrew plots, and just a lot of fun. So,
Everything broke.
It's a good thing he's last in the order.
yeah. So why don't we go ahead and introduce ourselves really quick. My name is Conor, I am the Dungeon Master, and just go ahead from the order you guys can usually come in.
My name's Trey. I'm Astrid.
James, I'm Keelan, the half-elf rogue.
And am I next?
Yes.
I'm next.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm
I should've
Carson.
won.
I'm the Paladin, Sorcerer, Dragonborn.
I'm the other James. I am a human cleric, Pantal.
And I'm Matthew. I play Tin, the half-elf warlock.
All right, and I believe that Matthew is going to give us our recap from the last session.
Yes, so where we began last time, three of our party, Tin, Matt, Pantal, and Astrid, had been going into a fishery to try to talk to Maria, the front person for the Pudicelli family, the quote-unquote mafia of the world, or of this part of the world. We were trying to get intel on the organization and see how we could work with them or intimidate them to get Pantal's nephew out from under their thumb. While we were doing this, while we were doing the talking, Keelan and Magnum had been on a nearby pier trying to scout out the place and see if they could sneak in and uncover any secrets on their end. Keelan did most of the swimming and most of the engaging with a creature created entirely from water inside of the docks area. Keelan struggled with that for a little bit, as you do when you're trying to fight water while underwater. And while that was happening, Maria became aware of this and used some sort of magic to turn part of the building invisible so we could all see the struggle. We three did a fair job of disguising our reactions, and then we went back to the talking where we agreed to a job with the Pudicellis to get our foot into the doorway in order to try to work our way up the chain. The job entailed checking out a nearby island that had gone silent. We were to recover some objects, check to make sure if anyone was alive, and we were told it was inhabited by some sort of, not snake people, right? Was it?
It was just snakes, is what you
Just
heard.
snakes. And so after we exited that encounter, we talked with everyone, including a sopping wet Keelan, and we tried to decide what we wanted to do. The group then decided that we didn't want to do anything to further the goals of the Pudicellis, and we tried to disguise our walk back as if we were trying to find the perpetrator who was trying to sneak into the shack. That didn't go as planned, as Maria, through our own silliness, saw through that charade, and we engaged in a short fight where we disarmed her of some bells. We tried to open up the back area of the shack and discovered it was just fish. It is a very good front area. We talked to Maria and learned that she had actually been the one to help Kyrus, Pantal's nephew, with his project. And even though she hadn't had to break any rules technically to do that, she had passed Kyrus's name on to the local leader of the Pudicellis, a man named Florence of Arabia. Florence was then our next target as we parted on kinda good terms with Maria, and we went to an inn called the Pig's Dash. I disguised myself, the others didn't, and one by one we made our way into the Pig's Dash in hopes of scouting out the area and figuring out what was going on. We made contact with Florence after a little bit, and we let him know that his reign of smuggling was at an end and that he had to leave or else he would be made to leave. He didn't take kindly to this, and simultaneously turning invisible and possibly teleporting away, I don't know, and having one of his more powerful assassins immediately slit the throat of Pantol near the bar. The entire place devolved into chaos. I accidentally lit the place on fire without meaning to. That's the important note. And we were able to dispatch most all of the guards or the smugglers. Hopefully not killing too many civilians, or else that's going to be really bad for next time. And we made our way into the night, having the assassin that downed Pantol first as our hostage. We interrogated the hostage named Chevy in a nearby forest, while Pantol went back and slightly recovered at his villa after telling his parents. Pantol's mother cast a spell to erase my mistake, or at least halt it. And we then decided to all meet up at the entrance of the villa to decide our next plan on whether or not to chase Florence down, possibly back to the shack at the beginning, as I choke on my spit. Wow.
So that is the long and short of it. Manus Fatorum, Pantol, you are with your father at the moment. Your mother is busy doing the control weather spell. All the rest of you have been making the trek back up to the villa. We'll say that you guys are just passing through the garden where you originally arrived via teleportation through Tabitha's magic, and you see the familiar fishy figure of Pantol and his father, Tormod, coming out the front doors to greet you.
Hey guys. So you got my message.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we doing? We think.
I thought we were gonna go after Florence, weren't we, at the docks?
Yeah, Pantol. We think that we can find Florence at the piers if he hasn't already started traveling over land.
Okay, we can go check that out. Are you guys able? I mean, I can come along, but I'm kind of not good. Right.
Kind of what?
I've got a little bit more healing today, but I'd rather keep it for emergencies.
Oh, and I'm looking.
I just have like no spells left. This thing. So.
I'm like,
I mean, either.
I'm like half prepared.
I'm good
always
to go.
prepared for a fight.
Yeah.
I'm just worried if we go back in and get stopped by the guards.
I'll save you all.
Well, but when we left them, they didn't have a perfect idea of what had happened.
If we're gonna go in, we should discuss this on the way. Every second we waste, he can possibly get away from us.
True.
Onward to the docks.
Also, this is kind of obvious though.
So is this.
Well, actually, I have a way that might be able to help you with that. The only issue is it's only temporary. I can cast invisibility at a level where it will affect all of you. But the issue is it only lasts 1 hour, and as soon as one of you cast any spell or make any sort of attack, the spell will break.
On all of us. So
My parents are the best.
That's pretty cool.
Wait, are we gonna have this problem where we can't see each other while we're invisible, too?
Well, that is included in invisibility, yes. You don't get to see each other.
If
So
we
we're gonna
tie
have to,
a
like-
rope around us between each of us, will the rope be invisible too?
Actually, I believe it would, yes. Because you're technically holding it, so anything you pick up becomes invisible. Or anything you're holding at the time I cast a spell becomes invisible, so...
So if we're technically holding a boat, then no, that's silly.
Invisible boating.
Yes. We're one
The
step
fish
away
will
from
never
water
see
with
us
you guys. Okay. So we. Okay then.
So we should leave Chevy here for the night. He can stay in one of the rooms.
I'm sorry, who?
This guy.
Our star witness in getting us off the hook for burning the town down.
I didn't burn the town down. I burned the building and it just caught on fire.
That's what happens when you set buildings on fire.
Yeah, Tin, you're more of a pyromaniac than me, and I can actually breathe fire.
Yeah, I have a problem.
So
Yeah, next time, Magnum, if Tin forgets about his fire, can you just start eating it and get rid of it?
You
No?
can eat fire.
No, I can just breathe it.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
So with that, Chevy sort of sheepishly walks forward and introduces himself, and Tormont just sort of waves him in. So, do you all want the spell or not? It's not going to leave you much time. It probably takes you a good 15-20 minutes just to get down to the city itself.
Let's pull out a rope and do the rope thing so we know we're together, and then we'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if we're walking in a line and someone's walking towards us, they can hit the rope.
We're gonna go single
But we go
file.
in a straight line.
How will we know we go in a straight line though? Oh gosh.
Who's in front?
You'll be able to feel the rope.
Yeah, you'll just follow the rope's direction because whoever's in front. It's
We all
It's a
know.
bad idea, but it'll.
I
We
never
all-
went to kindergarten, you guys. I don't know how this works.
We all know where we're going, don't we?
Yeah, why don't we all just go there?
So like, we could just all turn invisible and meet up there.
okay. So what's
Or
the
we could all just hold hands.
what's the signal when we get there? We need like a.
I will light the building.
Well, you guys can talk, you know. You just can't cast a spell or cause anyone else harm. Talking's fine.
Okay,
So
so
we
that's
could
I
hold
forgot about talking.
or hold shoulders while we go. We could conga line there.
we can just go all
Yeah.
however we want, and then just when we get there, someone speak up and we'll all confirm we're there.
We're thinking about this way too much.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Let's just
Let's
cast
just
a
do
spell and we'll go.
Cast a
Let's
spell
just
and we'll take off.
All right, and he whispers a few words, waves his hands, and all 5 of you are now invisible for the next hour until you do something to break the spell.
So when I get there, I'll like go off to the side and kind of clink my armor tightly
When you get where?
to the boathouse where
Oh,
we're
it's
going.
not.
Where
You
are
don't.
we going?
You don't instantly just teleport there, sir. We're
I
going
know,
to.
I know. I'm saying when we get there.
Are we
Okay.
going to the boathouse or to the docks?
Yeah, where we?
I think we should go to the boathouse.
'Cause didn't Maria tell us where to meet in the morning where the boat is?
Yeah, it was back there.
You guys are going to meet underneath the fishery.
Cool. Let's go to the fishery. Invisibly.
Yep.
Boo, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're going to do a skill challenge, and it's going to be
We can't use any
interesting
spells for this either.
because currently the city is on high alert. However, you are all invisible, but then there's also the part where it's raining on invisible people. So we're going to
This
see
is-
what happens.
Guys, this feels amazing to me. It hydrates my fish skin. It keeps.
So
Should I
here's
just
where-
go ahead and do the obvious thing?
Well,
and
we're going to
try
start
and-
off with a basic stealth check from everyone, and everyone gets advantage because you are invisible.
Okay, no guidance. Oh man, I've come to rely on that too much.
Thank God for advantage.
I think you can buff. Oh no, is it any
That's a
spell or just attack?
Any
Any
spell.
spell.
Oh yeah,
rolled-
that's a greater invisibility.
I rolled 2 15s, so 17.
Nice.
That's a 19 for me.
Nice.
19 for me too.
Okay.
26.
Mm-hmm.
15
show
for
off.
Astrid.
Okay, Astrid, not bad, not bad. Let me get a...
Freaking Keelan, man. Oh, just 112. Nothing crazy.
It's the best part of being a rogue.
Just being good at pretty much everything.
Except
Hmm.
combat.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at combat.
You've
But
won
that's
some
not a
of
rogue.
these.
That's just me.
Okay. I'm going to say... Okay. So, you guys approach the city of Westgate, and you see that there are a number of guards just patrolling everywhere, and you overhear like them asking just random passerbys about people who seem to match your general descriptions, whether it be a 7-foot-tall golden dragonborn or a person wearing Lyceum robes who has fish scales. And so you guys are feeling rather good about your current situation of being unseen. And you make your way in through the gates. Now, I want to do a skill challenge. Everyone's going to choose one skill. You need to succeed 3 out of 5. And it can be any skill you want, but how are you helping yourselves get to the fishery unnoticed?
Alright. I will try to use deception to see where people are coming, like the paths that people are taking, and I will just like skip forward and back, whispering into people's ears or just making enough noise that they're distracted so that they don't walk into our path. And then they won't notice us that way. They'll just be like, huh?
Okay, I'll buy that. Give me a deception check.
Yep. That's okay. And we are going with the updated proficiencies, correct?
Yes.
Okie dokie. That's +9. That's a 25.
Ooh, all right. So yeah, you guys hear some occasional whispers, and people seem to get sort of spooked even before your group gets within 20 feet of you, and they almost create this almost natural parting along the road, just trying to, and somehow they get out of your way. Okay, who's next?
I'll try to guide us. I can make a history check for my knowledge of Westgate from when I grew up.
Yeah, I'll allow you history or survival.
I mean, I'll take survival because it's better.
Yeah, survival is pretty much any sense of direction check.
That is 21.
Ooh, yeah. So you are able to avoid, like when you see that there is like actually almost a barricade of guards, you're able to think, okay, so we can't go this way, so we need to go this way, and without taking up too much time, you're able to find alternate ways that get you closer to the fishery. So that's 3 successes. We just need 1 more.
Um,
I'm not really good at any skills that'll help you.
I'll do the obvious thing and use stealth to. Can I use stealth even though we already made a stealth check?
Try to think of something else.
Okay. My second one was going to be insight to try and like predict where people are going to walk and weave in between them.
I was hoping you'd come up with that because I thought of that, but my insight's not good.
I'll allow that. Give me an insight check.
Okay. 19. No. 21.
Okay.
It went up.
Okay. With that, Keelan, between you and Tin, just sort of messing with people and just sort of trying to predict where you are, you're able to sort of like kind of give signals to the rest of the party, like 1 cough means go right, 2 coughs means go left, and so you're able to just avoid anyone walking into your party. And so you guys have succeeded, but I want to see what the other 2 people want to do to support their party.
Nothing. We wanted to not have to go.
I'm just walking with Astrid in front of me, like peeking around her, just kind of like steering her where to go.
Peeking around her, but she's invisible.
You can just look through her.
Oh, I can. I forgot.
Alright, here was my idea. Oh, go ahead.
I had no idea. I was trying to think of something for athletics, but couldn't come up.
It doesn't have to be something you're proficient in.
I know, but that's just.
But you want it to be.
You want it to be.
Yeah.
My idea was I was gonna use animal handling to maybe try and follow like a horse, like because nobody goes next to a horse like a carriage, so we could just follow the horse like down the road.
Oh,
You just get kicked by a horse.
I
Come
could
on,
happen.
Rolls well.
Alright, I'll allow that. Give me an animal handling check. As you, Astrid gets the idea to sort of saddle up next to a horse and use it as sort of a way to part people. Let's see if you spook the horse or not.
Let's hope that Tormund doesn't have to cast any more spells.
A 16?
16, that's really good. So yeah, you were able to just like put your hand on the horse and just, stroke its mane and keep it calm, and you whisper it to a little bit, and you even hand off a little bit of rations to it just to keep it calm. And you're able to go a good 10 minutes of just like not even needing to avoid anyone because they're getting out of the way of a carriage.
I like that no one noticed the horse munching invisible snacks.
They're just chewing.
I just think it's funny.
Cows do it, horses can do it
Funny
too, just
image.
the endless chewing.
Well, cows do it because they have 4 stomachs.
Eh.
I like that it's
Sorry,
eating trail
off
rations
topic.
that probably have meat in it.
Exactly.
Eh. And
They don't
Magnum.
know.
what skill would it be to just like try and like get out of people's way?
You tell me.
Like, would that be acrobats? Just trying to.
I mean, because the thing is, it is kind of raining pretty hard, and so I would allow you an acrobatics check just to like keep your feet, or to try and make it so you don't leave any obvious tracks with your giant dragon feet.
Yeah, hold on. Can I use perception to like try and steer us away from like any puddles that might splash up and show where we are?
I would allow that, sure.
Okay. Nat 1.
For real?
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys are walking along. It seems to be going great, and you can actually see the docks ahead of you in the fishery. And suddenly you hear just like this clang of armor, and you see in this big, almost like pond-sized puddle, just the imprint of a dragonborn face down. You can't see anything, but it's just the imprint, and the snaps goes much deeper than the rest of his body. And you see just the rain pouring down. You see the tail twitching, and let's see. And you hear some shouts from like a window. You see a light come on in the window. What do you guys do? You don't
I'll
see
go
any
over and
guards.
start pulling them up.
Anyone who gets close by, I'll just start making spooky whispers to make it look like, oh, you should go before the wrath of the sea serpent comes for you, something like that.
Okay. How about Keelan and Magnum? Why don't you both give me just an athletics check?
Okay, I can do athletics unless I roll a nat 1. 17.
9.
Okay. So together you guys are able to get Magnum up. Falling in the puddle didn't really do too much to his armor because you guys are already pretty much soaking wet from this downpour that is happening. And that is also somewhat helping you. Although it's kind of making your invisibility a little less effective, it's making people not want to be on the street at all. And so it's not quite as bad as it could be. And with that, you guys make it to the fishery. You would guess you still have about maybe, we'll say 30 minutes of invisibility left. And I would like everyone to roll me a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to make it actually with disadvantage because it is a downpour.
Disadvantage?
Yep.
Roll the same thing twice. 23.
9.
14.
11.
6.
Okay.
My passive's actually 17 now, so that's higher than mine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my passive's higher too. I forgot.
So, Panto, what was yours?
I rolled a 14, but my passive is 17. I don't know if that.
Okay.
matters.
No, because you're actively looking. So, Keelan. You guys, it has been some time since you left Maria's. It's not quite dawn yet, and with the clouds, it's very hard to keep track. But, Keelan, you kind of are still spooked from being under the docks and being attacked by that water weird, so you're keeping an eye out in that area, and you think that you see what could be maybe a small ship underneath the docks. It's pretty obscured by the actual like overhanging docks and the beams, but you think you see one there, and if you strain, you can just hear the sound of voices over just the fall of rain in the water and on the docks.
Guys, I think someone's here. There's a boat, and there's people, and I think it's him. I betcha it's him.
Take a
Alright,
dive
well,
down.
How are we gonna do this?
No.
Okay, so we all go in the building and then we light it up, but not me. I don't light anything up from now
Yep.
on.
In the building and down the trap door if possible.
It's raining. Nothing will catch on
Tim,
fire.
let's not try and burn out another building.
I know, that's why I said I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. So wait, what are we doing? We're going in the building first and then underneath?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good
We don't want
idea.
to jump in the water with that thing.
We can't attract attention.
Are there any windows in the building?
Ooh, you guys are huge.
We can't. Oh yeah.
In the building, I mean, there's a few.
Because I don't want to open the door
Guys,
if there's people in there. Because I mean,
We're invisible.
that's noticeable though. Like the door.
Somebody make like a big whooshy windy noise.
Tin.
Oh, the wind blew the door open.
Tin, make yourself visible, change your face, go in. If Maria's there, and it's just Maria, we can go in, turn the floor invisible, and look down and see who's in the boat.
Tin's gone. Error 404.
He said, "Talk to the hand, my dude."
Oof.
I can't see
Mute
it.
if you're trying to talk.
Okay. Okay. Yes. That'll work. What am I doing?
Turn into the non-common. What face does Maria know you as? Does she just know you as Tin Face?
She knows me as me. Cleaned up me, but me.
Yeah, so you should just do cleaned up you because they don't know that you're cleaned up you. Only Maria does.
I'm just
So
gonna look,
recognize.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna go up and look into a window.
Ah, no,
see
not
what I
yet.
can see.
We're invisible. They can't see us looking through the
Oh,
window.
that's right.
But will me casting a spell make everyone visible?
Or just him.
Just you.
Which one wanted to tell us that?
I think it's just you.
It's just me. Okay. Okay, I believe that. Okay, I will snap my fingers. I am fancy me.
Okay.
Or cleaned up me.
Okay.
All right.
Can I
And I
see my
open the
hand?
door.
The rest
door
of
is,
us stay invisible.
the door is
Actually,
locked.
I will. I'm sorry.
You're at the door and it is locked. Because it is like maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe 3.
Clock. And then I will actually, I will mirror, or not mirror image, I will silent image as a mist of light comes out of my hands behind me, and I will make it look as if I've got some generic backup with me.
Just
Generic
like
muscle.
henchman. Okay.
Henchman, yeah.
So yeah, your invisibility is now gone, but you are now have a good 4 or 5 thuggish-looking brutes behind you.
Within a 15-foot cube. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So you knock. You wait a good 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds.
Open it, or I'm breaking it open.
You don't get any response.
I shoot the lock.
Yeah. I could,
Wait,
Huh,
I
Can we see
I could pick
like
it for you.
if the people on Keelan told us about the boat under it. Are
Yep.
the people like reacting?
Let me get you on the map. There you go, guys.
It's the man.
I don't think we're there anymore, but
Yeah, we would be back here.
Doop-a-doop-a.
I don't have control of my character.
Oh yeah, I gave it to
Just
10.
10 does.
Oopsies. Oh, I don't have control either.
Astrid, are you the most ready to go person here?
Man, I'm
Either-
always ready to go.
If you're talking like
Magnum, try now.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I'm talking like dimension door onto their ship, ready to go.
Do
oh
it.
boy.
That sounds fun.
Well, let's let this go, and I'll just be ready for that if stuff starts going on.
And I'll actually
stuff
I'll hang down over the dock while I'm invisible and get like a really good location on the boat, and then tell Pantal exactly where it is because I know.
Magnum, hold his ankles.
Yes.
Wood.
No,
Where's
I'm
his
just like
ankles?
laying down and speaking.
Where are his ankles? Okay. But
Would
yeah,
using the cape while invisible break the invisibility?
Yes.
I've used Eldritch Blast.
Yeah,
Like,
I will say that even if you roll terribly, eventually you will be able to get this lock open, and so there is a, and the door is now seemingly unlocked.
I'll have my henchman walk in first, file in.
Okay.
Before you open the door.
The door's open. I'm.
The door is open, and these biggish thug-looking characters lumber in, and they do, and nothing seems to happen.
All right. I will file in after them then.
You walk in, and this place seems empty.
I'll follow as well. Is the back door locked?
It's not currently open.
Okay, can I go and just jiggle the door? Actually, you know what? Can I go and stand inside one of his henchmen?
Yes.
Okay, and then hoping Tin will comply, walk over to the door and jiggle.
Oh crap! I have to. Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah, this is
Have
harder
a-
than it looks.
just have him standing nearby. Oh, Tin can't even see me. This is.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I don't.
I just.
What? Okay.
I'll just jiggle the doorknob.
It's locked.
Oh crap!
Okay. Will picking it make me uninvisible?
It wasn't mentioned in the conditions.
Would I know what to make you?
I'll give you an Arcana check there, Pantal.
I mean, can
Arcana.
I, since I can...
21.
21. You don't think anything that the things that really will trigger it are casting alternative magic, which will disrupt the magical aura around you, or else causing harm to another person.
Okay, sweet.
Good
I'll
to go.
pick the lock.
Okay, give me a lockpick these tools
Oh
roll.
crap! I ruined her.
Oh, my proficiency went up. Dang it. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah. 17. That number is
17's enough.
really inaccurate.
And so you fiddle with it for a couple of seconds, and eventually you hear the door is open.
Okay, men, go in there and let's figure out what's in there. March.
And so this is the trap door, the room to the back door.
Should we move up on the map so we're in better position? Or
I'll step inside with the henchman. Oh boy, my computer's dying.
I'll draw a little henchman.
And so, Keelan, you're able to see the familiar trap door below you.
Okay, anybody in the room or just the crates?
Not with you can see with your passive perception. It appears completely empty.
Which my passive perception is now 21.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm cool. Trapdoor is locked if I jiggle it.
Yeah.
Okay. I will whisper, should I pick it because no one can see me?
yes.
Yes.
Okay. Same thing, 17.
Okay,
I
that's
need to
enough.
change that now.
So you are able to hear another click, and the trapdoor appears to be openable.
Okay.
I have
I
an
will-
Eldritch Blast ready.
I will very slowly, trying not to make it creak, open it,
Mm-hmm.
set it down very lightly, and stick my head in to look at the boat.
Oi! Who's up there? And as you look down, Keelan, you can see that there's just a few people on the deck of the ship. It's not particularly large. It's maybe 25 feet long and we'll say 8 feet across with just one mast. It's a little smaller. It's bigger in size than this one, but it's has less sails. And so you see this salty looking gnome with gray locks of hair and just a rather large bald spot on top of his head and an eye patch. And he's looking up in your direction, but you look at yourself and you're still invisible, so you think he may be reacting to the fact that that trap door opened.
10, you're up.
Before he does anything, is there anyone else on the ship? Does the ship look like it has a lower deck?
It does not. And it looks like there are about 4 people on the deck.
Okay. Any of them Florence?
No.
Okay, I will step back and convey that information.
So I'm out of sight, right?
Yes.
Might
no.
just want to say you're here to help escort Florence or something.
Okay. To like over, I guess, 12 seconds, turn into one of the nameless guards that we saw, and then Silent Image is now looking like. Well, I don't need more guards, so Silent Image is gone. Okay. I will peek over and say, "Is Florence here yet? I was told that we were supposed to help transport him."
Who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you? I'm Fred.
Fred?
Yeah. Who the hell are you? I was told to come here and help Florence. What are you doing?
I'm here to take those new kids up over to the island.
Oh shit.
You got bad info. Don't you know what's going on? You got better priorities than that. Helping new kids.
Roll me a deception check there, Tim.
Yep. That's gonna be a 16.
Okay. You gives you a sharp look, but eventually he gives a shrug. Yeah, whatever to get us out of this bloody weather. So, said Florence. What's
Yeah,
that?
don't you know what happened?
No.
The bloody some idiot let the pigs the pigs dash on fire, scaring everyone away from it. There goes that business. And now Florence has to be on the run. I was told to come help him gather his things and escape. If he's not here, then where do I go?
Actually, I don't know. I'm just here for. I'm just supposed to be ferrying a couple of, busybodies up to the island.
Well, look, you know where Maria is? She's probably at home. Dang it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you don't have to be here anymore. Look, okay. Just so I don't get in any trouble, if you were Florence, and you and the entire operation, I would actually, think about myself from here on out. Seems like those, whatever happened, got rid of the entire pigs in. The whole thing's burnt to a cinder. We're gonna have to start regrouping. Where should you think I should go?
I mean, how the fuck should I know? But I think if Florence is supposed to be here, I probably should be here. And also, if nothing else is supposed to be here for those adventuring types anyway. I don't know. And it's about at this point, let's see here. I will say that Pantal, since you didn't go to the back room, you hear footsteps on the dock outside.
Not wheel sounds footsteps, right?
Footsteps, and more than one. And one of the footsteps sounds very heavy.
Very what?
Heavy.
Guys, someone's who's here with me? Someone's coming.
Oh shit! Tin, disappear.
Oh, look, okay.
And
look,
Pantal, you're able to see that the door is still ajar.
Did I hear Keelan say disappear or something?
But I will step
Yes.
up and try to gently close the door, like it's just drifting shut or something.
I'll open
in
a
case I can
crate.
see it.
And help Tin inside, since he's not invisible.
Oh, crap, I think I hear the guards. Go, just go.
Just
get
turn
out
into
of here.
Maria. Just turn into Maria.
Forget those kids. Just go. Get the ship out of here now.
He doesn't have a wheel.
Give me a persuasion check there, Tin.
All right. Persuasion is. Oh, I'm not proficient. Oh, that's gonna be a 17.
Yeah.
All right.
Save yourselves. The entire operation's done. Go.
All right, and with that, the little gnome will just get wide-eyed and just nod his head until he starts making the preparations to go, because you can't just
Go.
ships don't
It's-
just go.
I get that.
So yeah,
Hopefully this means we won't
It
become
is-
accidental pirates.
it is. It is in the process of going. Meanwhile, there is.
I will close the thing.
I will then grab Tin and shove him into the crate
No,
that
no,
I
no,
have
no.
open.
No. I go into one of the more empty corners and I mirror it, and I silent image a crate around me that I then
Oh, that's a
interact
good
with,
idea.
and I can now see through it.
Okay.
Yeah, Astra's got. I draw my battle axe and shield.
I
Okay.
draw my rapier and shield.
I draw my sword and shield, but I'm gonna
Guys, if it's
I'm gonna
Florence,
avoid combat.
just murder him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just got like. a
Can we see
dagger
who's
on My
coming?
sword.
Yeah,
No.
I'm actually gonna
Oh.
switch to the over there because I didn't
Where?
prepare.
I go back
Oh,
into the front room.
I'm calming me again.
BT dubs.
Mm. So I'm just gonna get. Let's see here. Cool. And Pantal, you can't see because there's no actual windows to the front, but you just hear the loud footsteps. And you roll me a survival check to try and hear how many people are actually present.
That is good. That is a 23.
A 23. All right. With the 23, it sounds like there are 3 footsteps outside. And one of them, you just hear the sound of what looks like heavy armor.
I'll hold up 3 fingers, then realize I'm invisible.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, 3. Shh.
What?
Shut up.
All right.
If it's guards, let's not try to kill anybody.
It's bodyguards.
All right. And with that, there is a knock on the door, a very specific rhythmic knock, which is, let's see if I don't know if you guys pick it up, but.
Yep.
Yeah, we got that.
I'll like turn the handle and like open it a bit and then step back to the side so we're kind of invisible.
Oh, I was.
I'm gonna try and duck into like a corner somewhere.
You're invisible.
I know, but still, that way I'm not in the center of the place when they're walking around. If they're
Oh, we should have done that.
Can I use like insight to try and figure out the return response that's supposed to come?
How would insight help you with that?
I know thieves can't.
That's
I
right.
have done secret
That-
messages before.
Okay, I'm going to give you an intelligence check, and I'll give you proficiency because you do know thieves can't, and this is kind of based off of that.
Okay, so okay. Ooh, 21.
21. So you think that that sort of is like along the lines of, is the coast clear? And so you know the appropriate response would be like all clear or danger or something like that. What do you want to convey with your return knock?
I will convey all clear. Yeah.
And so with that, you guys hear the door jingle and it opens, and you see a fully armored man in full plate, looking like a traditional knight, and another man wearing just like studded leather and wielding a sword and a shield, both looking like rather rough characters. And behind them, the familiar figure of Florence.
Booyah!
real quick, should I move my character into a corner?
Yeah, go. So there you go.
Okay.
And so, not seeing anyone, the first two are going to come in, kind of looking around and not seeing anyone. Florence will say, "Go on." And he's actually going to, let's do a perception check. All right. And he actually hears, he says, "I think, what are you doing down there?" And he's actually going to start walking over to get to the back room, to the back door, because he hears something going on in the ship and is wondering what's happening.
As Florence passes, I'm gonna battle axe him in the face.
Oh,
Yes!
you have it.
I want to get in on the Florence killing.
I will stop whoever's going towards the door with the ship.
Okay.
I'm still in the back room waiting for something.
I'm still invisible.
Well, you hear Astrid go, "Ah!" So you know something's happening.
All right, guys. So I need some initiative, if you please.
Oh,
Shiny dice, shiny dice. Oh,
Come on. I rolled a nat 20.
Ooh.
oh, nice.
good job.
Yeah, now I'm not gonna roll
Excellent.
good in
Neat.
this fight.
Killing
Oh.
initiative. Change that.
That's gonna be a
22.
God.
I'm not gonna roll good this fight.
All right. Is everyone in?
Looks like it.
Mhm. You guys rolled good. They did not. Okay.
Can you adjust? I had a 17. I just couldn't
Sure.
change it. So.
There you go. All right. So it starts. Astrid, you get the surprise round. So give me an attack roll with advantage against this soaking wet, but still relatively nice looking. Actually, as you see him, he looks the same. He's wearing the very nice clothing, but he has a large satchel over his side, and you see a good amount of his clothes look rather singed from smoke and fire.
Oh, so he was invisible. He
Does
didn't
a
teleport.
15 hit?
A 15 will hit. He is not wearing armor.
Mm. 10 points of damage.
Ooh, okay. So you swing your axe, and it gets him right in his arm, and he goes, ah! And he tries to hold the wound, but he's still clutching the satchel very close to him, and he looks at the other two as this fish-style Astra just materializes out of thin air, and says, "Get her, you fools!" And with that, Magnum, it is your turn. You are still invisible. What would you like to do?
Okay, so there's Florence, a guy in a lot of armor, and
Mhm.
who else?
And
Guy
this
in
guy in the
leather.
center.
Which
Okay,
one's
I'm-
Florence?
Florence is
Okay.
the guy in green next to Astrid.
I'm gonna
Oh.
go to the guy that's in the heavy armor,
Okay?
and I'm gonna swing at him.
Alright, give me some attack rolls.
21,
That'll hit.
Savage.
and I'm gonna use I'll go ahead. I'll use a 3rd level Divine Smite.
Oh, okay.
I wanna get this over with. So 3rd level, that's 48 for
Yep.
that. But let me roll the normal slashing. 9 for the normal one,
Okay.
and I did not roll good there. 17 for the Divine Smite.
Alright, so again, out of just thin air, this glowing sword appears and it just comes straight down on this armored person and hits him right in the back of the shoulder, and they're just like, ah! As they stumble. They're still up, but they are already bloodied from that hit, and that is your first attack.
Yep. Let me roll again. 19.
That hits.
Sweet. And I'm gonna burn another one. Just
Ooh.
because, again, this is just gonna be a level 1.
Okay.
So another 9 slashing
Mm-hmm.
and 6 radiant.
Okay.
I'm not rolling good on the divine smite damage.
Yeah, this person is looking rough, but they're still technically standing. Anything else for you, Magnum?
I'm gonna bonus. No, yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
I
That
only
brings
got
us
3 spells left. I don't want to spend them.
Pantal, it is your turn. You are still invisible and right next to this knight.
Does he get... What? I'm gonna move
Okay.
5, 10. I don't know if he gets opportunity or not.
Not when he can't see you.
I'm gonna move over here next to Astrid, and I'm gonna stab Florence with my rapier.
Okay. Give me attack roll, and you have advantage because you are invisible.
Poor Florence. I'm just
Come on,
gonna put
Pantal,
down-
nat 20.
That
Nat 20.
is this. That's a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
And I need a D8. Max damage, so that is 12 piercing.
Ooh. Alright, and so once again, just from out of thin air, just this lunge, and this fish-styled person wearing Lyceum robes, wielding this rapier, just stabs this old man through the stomach. And there's just this spurt of blood, and you see him just... and blood starts spurting out of his mouth.
You know, from Florence's point of view, he's probably getting attacked by some weird fish people on the dock. Like, we're monsters right now.
There is a pattern thus far.
This is what happens when you overfish. And then bonus action, I'm gonna go like this and just throw my hand and like make my spiritual weapon appear and try to beam the heavy weapon guy with it, essentially.
The heavy armor guy or the middle guy?
The heavy armor guy that's
Okay.
almost dead. I'm gonna
Okay.
summon my spiritual weapon next to him and have it attack.
Sure, give me an attack roll. Go ahead and draw a little boop for it.
That is a 19.
19 will hit. Damn. He has 18 AC, but you guys are doing right above it.
And,
if it makes you feel any worse, I rolled an 11 on one of them.
That is... Do I get modifiers? I do. That is 9 damage.
Ooh. Barely standing. And he hasn't
my
even
turn.
gotten a chance to go.
So yeah,
Astrid.
I'll fix that next time.
How Florence is pretty busted up, right?
Florence is, yeah. And you, looking at him, you see that he is clearly not wearing any type of armor. And he doesn't have any obvious weapons on him either. But you are right next to a guy who is pretty much the exact opposite of that.
Yeah. I rage. First
Okay.
things first. I'll take a battle axe swing at the dude beside me here.
Okay.
Recklessly.
Okay.
Need that advantage. 20 to hit.
20 will hit. He brings up his shield, but your longsword just like knocks it aside and then just like slashes him right in the side.
Battle axe.
Battle axe. It's still slashing.
And he takes 17 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the second attack, I'll aim it back towards Florence.
Okay.
19.
19. Yep.
He takes 14 more points of damage.
Yeah. Oh, he's looking rough. He's in the single digits.
And I'm just gonna tell him, shouting more to like these two guys. Drop your weapons, and you don't have to die with Florence. If you fight, you die. And that's my turn.
Okay. Give me an intimidation check there, Astrid.
An 8.
All right. So that happened. Keelan, it's your turn.
I will hold my rapier up to the small of the guy's back. Like, can I do that and hold my attack? Like,
I mean, you'll be readying your reaction, I assume, to attack if he attacks.
yes.
Yeah,
But can I do that while remaining invisible, I suppose?
Yeah, I'll allow you. Like, you won't be like touching him, but you're just like you're ready, so your
Okay.
intention won't break the invisibility.
I will do that, but can I like poke him so he can like feel the sword at his back? Like
Okay.
maybe help with the intimidation?
It's already happened, and plus
Okay.
that would break the invisibility because you are harming another person.
Alright, yeah, I'll just hold it up and if he attacks someone, I'll hit him.
Okay. And with that, it is the middle guy who is a gladiator's turn. Having just gotten swung at by Astrid and seeing his employer about to go down, he's going to take some swings at Astrid. So, Keelan, go ahead and make your attack first. You have
Suppose
advantage.
No point. Oh, that's right. I have advantage because I'm invisible. 24.
Hits.
I
Don't
have so much.
Don't
I
add the
have-
extra dice yet.
Wait, double?
Don't add the extra dice yet.
Oh, don't add sneak attack yet?
Don't add the extra further than double 9 yet.
Oh, okay.
So it should just be...
I don't want to use the. I don't want to use the red one. Okay.
I think it's just 4 right now.
Yeah. Okay. Just that's. $25.
All right. So with your rapier, you just do your own lunge, and you just nick this guy right in the neck between his helmet and his armor, and you just see this spurt of blood, and there's and yeah, but he's looking, he's actually doing okay still, but he's gonna make one attack against Astrid. So let's see.
With advantage, because I did reckless.
Yes, thank you. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, With advantage, he gets a +7 to hit. It's going to be a 22.
Yep.
Okay. My d6s. There we go. Ooh, terrible damage. It's going to be 8 points of damage reduced to 4. And he'll take one shot at the person who just shanked him, Keelan. So this will be a normal attack. That's only going to be a 15. So yeah, he stabs towards Astrid, then he tries to swing around, but Keelan, you just duck right underneath it to no effect. Now it is, let's see, Lawrence's turn. He is going to definitely disengage. And
He doesn't want to just move?
well, no. And he is going to make his way to the trapdoor, which I don't think any of you closed it. So
I said I closed it.
okay. Then he will open it.
Did I don't know if this would count, but did I say that I was like ready for stuff to happen, or am I just still in my little solid snake cube right now?
Snake cube?
His cardboard box.
Yeah, yeah. I still wasn't sure where the snake came from. But yeah, you haven't had a turn yet, so I'm not going to say you really had a chance to prepare anything. So yeah, he's
Gotcha.
going to climb down, and you hear him yelling at the people in the boat. And that is his turn. But that brings us to Tin's turn. He is currently out of your sight because he has made his way down through the trapdoor.
I will then peek down,
You see him.
put my finger out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Florence!
Eh.
Kind of stupid to mess with the Manus Fatorum, don't you think? Pew pew. 2 shots.
Give me some attack rolls.
All right. That's going to be a 25.
Yeah, it hit.
And then the second attack is a natural 1.
Okay, that's a miss.
Yeah!
But he's invisible. Shouldn't he have advantage?
He's the one person who didn't start out invisible.
He's just hidden in a crate.
Yep, 14.
Oh, that's enough.
14 damage.
And with that, Florence goes down. But he is on the ship, so we'll put him on the ship. Like that. Okay, anything else, Tin?
I will peek back up. I will gently close the trapdoor, and I will stroll out here and see that, and I will just say, yeah, Florence is dead.
Okay.
You all should put your weapons down, and I will prepare my staff with shillelagh in case anyone comes at me.
Tin, I'm gonna have you do. This is gonna be an intimidation, and I'm gonna give you advantage because Florence being dead, and also one of them is almost about to die, is good motivation.
That will be a 21.
Okay. So that brings us to this knight's turn. They're gonna just look to the other guy and say, "I'm out," and he's gonna disengage and he's gonna run. Brings us back to Magnum.
I don't know if we want these guys to get away. I'll move right here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll prepare an attack in case this guy does anything hostile.
Which guy? The one running away, or
The one that's still in the building.
Okay. What is your action?
I'm gonna attack him if he does anything aggressive.
Okay. Brings us to Pantal.
Don't we need like Florence's head to send to Waterdeep? And I'm going to. That's my turn. I'm not doing anything.
Astrid.
Has this guy surrendered? Or, I mean, he attacked me. Never mind. I'm killing him.
Okay. I was gonna let you roll an insight check, but yeah.
2 reckless attacks at this guy's head.
Go for it.
19 and a 26.
Both hit.
So the first one, oof, rough damage. 12 points of damage on the first one,
Okay.
and 7 points on the second. I rolled terrible damage, almost minimum damage there.
Alright, but that is enough to get him bloodied. And that brings us to Keelan. Muted.
I'm muted. I will unmute myself, and then I will run away from this guy. I'm not disengaging, so he wants to take a swipe.
He will.
Okay.
Let's see here. It's +7. Come on! Nope, it's a 16.
16 does not hit.
Do I get an attack? Because I said if you
That will trigger your attack, Magnum. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay.
And it's just one attack because it's your reaction.
That's an 11.
That's a miss. He holds up his shield and knocks your attack away as he fails to stab the half-elf. But Keelan, continue with your turn.
So I went 5, 10, 15, and how much movement does it take me to get down the ladder?
So we'll say 10 is standing on the trapdoor. So 5, 10, 15. We'll say 10 feet to get onto the boat.
Okay, so I will get onto the boat. And while waving my rapier, yell at all of them to to stop what you're doing right now. Don't move, and then go stabilize Florence.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of Captain Jack Sparrow when he said that. Like, that's all I could think of. The little sword flail.
Yeah, that's going to be another intimidation check, and I will give you advantage because someone just killed their employer with laser beams.
Laser beams. Okay, that's -1, 7.
Okay. We'll see how that plays out, and meanwhile, I need you to roll me a medicine check to stabilize Florence.
Oh, it popped up. Oh, 14.
That is enough to stabilize him. Alright, that brings us to the gladiator. Yeah, he's going to keep going. And let's have a little fun. He's going to do a shield bash against Astrid. No one gets advantage.
It's gonna be like a trust fall.
It's going to be a natural 20. I rolled a natural 1 and a nat 20. He takes his shield and 5 + 4. Okay, you're gonna take 14 reduced to 7. As he just takes the shield and just hits you right in the chest, and the air is pushed from your lungs. I need you to make a strength saving throw, or else be knocked prone.
She's within 10 feet of me.
And
Yeah,
you have
she has
rage. I'm not expecting. You need to roll pretty shitty.
21.
Yeah, you're okay. You kind of brush it off, and this guy just kind of snorts in anger, and he just tries to spear you. Still advantage. Whoop-ah! It's going to be a 19.
Yeah, barely.
Okay.
Barely.
Oh my gosh, I'm terrible on damage. So that's 7 reduced to 3.
Okay.
And that's all he got. This person we're just going to... Oh, no, that's Florence. We'll take Florence out. So that brings us to 10.
I will say, oh crap, he's gonna need me. Okay, and then I will jog over and jump down to the boat as well.
Okay. I'll put you guys
And
on
then-
the boat.
Oh, yeah, does anyone look like they're being aggressive?
Roll me an insight check. I'll give you this for free.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, that's a +3. A 21.
21. They seem kind of flat-footed, not really sure what to do. So no one seems to be actively aggressive at the moment.
All right, I will prepare for anyone who comes within range a green flame blade
Okay.
as the end of my staff lights up in a ball of green fire.
Mhm.
And I will say, all right, we are walking out of here with him. I'm going to say all of you can just go overboard, and we won't come after you. How's that sound?
Go overboard?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with the ship?
We use it as evidence. Duh.
Give me a persuasion check there, Tim.
Evidence that you will not be tied to if you're not here. That's a natural 1.
Okay, we'll see how that plays out.
Mm-hmm.
This person is gone. I'm just gonna get them out of there. That brings us back to Magnum. Seems like this guy in front of you is fighting to the end.
Yep. So can I move through Pantol's spiritual weapon?
Yes.
Okay. Because I just want to get next to Astrid. And I'm going to... So you said this guy's bloody?
He is bloodied at this point, yes.
And he's made of metal.
He is wearing... actually, he's not wearing metal. That was the other person. He's wearing
Okay.
studded leather, and he holds
Okay.
a shield.
I don't know whether I want to do shocking grasp or just hit him. I think I'll just hit him.
Oh. That's too bad. Oh, well, I'll do it.
Let me just reread shocking grasp real quick.
Touch attack, do 1d8. If you hit, it's just an attack roll with your spell modifier.
Yeah, it's 2d8 at my level.
Mm-hmm. And it will take away his reaction if it hits.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just hit him.
Okay.
It's only majority. It's only
So-
advantage if they have majority metal armor.
So longsword, 12.
12 is not going to hit.
Okay, swing again. 21.
21 will hit.
And how's this guy looking?
Just bloodied. He has a lot of HP.
Okay. I'm gonna burn my last 3rd level spell slot for that divine smite.
Alright. So give me your slashing, then roll 4d8.
So 8 slashing.
Okay.
Let's see. 18.
18. Okay. I mean, he's looking rough, but he's still standing.
And why not? Where is it?
What do you have left?
So Tim didn't use a lot of my spells when he was playing my character, so I still had a good amount.
Well, yeah, but you only have a bonus action left, and you can't
Yeah.
really...
I'm gonna bonus action Shield of Faith on Astrid.
Okay. So, give you a little concentration thing. And Astrid, you get to raise your AC by 2 for the next 10 minutes.
Nice.
Okay, Pantol.
I should cast it on myself. Thank you.
See. Actually, I'll take 10 feet here. Spiritual weapon, hit the guy in the face
Okay.
because it's next to him. That is a 12.
That's gonna miss.
Okay, let's keep going. 15, 20, 25. Am I on the boat at this point or just at the top of the ladder?
I will say you're at the top of the ladder.
Okay, I don't have enough movement this turn, so that is my turn.
We haven't used your action yet.
Oh. Good point.
Always
I will just
dash.
dash and drop onto the boat with the party here.
Okay.
Be like, gentlemen, please, we'll pay you, get us to the nearest beach outside of town. 50 gold.
They're getting some real mixed messages right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Pansel. I just said that they have to jump overboard.
There's an
Okay.
elemental in the water, they can't.
They don't need to know that.
They got
They're-
jump overboard. We'll
They're
let
fine,
you leave.
illegitimate businessmen.
That brings us back to Astrid. This guy is on the
Wait.
ropes.
Oh, that Astrid goes before me.
I'm gonna kind of be like, where is everyone going? Whatever, and attack this guy some more, recklessly, of course.
Mhm.
I don't think Astrid knows any other way. 24
Hits.
and a crit.
Natural.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So he's gonna take, man, rolling really bad right now. 13 points of damage from the first one,
Okay.
and 16 points of damage from the second one.
Ooh, how do you want to do this?
Well, the second one's
Oh
double,
my
so it's
God.
technically. 32.
Well, that
That
no,
is
no,
crit.
that is crit damage.
Oh. It already doubled it?
It's 2 dice.
That's neat.
I don't know. I feel like, no, I do know. He shield bashed me. I want to take his shield and I want to beat him with his own shield.
Okay. So yeah,
That's
you do
gotta
what you do is you take your long sword and you slice off the arm that has holding the shield, and then you just pick up the arm with the shield and you just start bashing his head over and over again until he just stops moving, and there is just this large puddle of blood on the floor.
I'm gonna look
Why
at the
can I
magnitude.
hear Ashford picking up his arm and say, "Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?"
While you shield bashing yourself.
And with that, folks, we are out of initiative.
My plan was I was just gonna pick Florence up and go back upstairs, but apparently we're voting now.
We have to get out of the city, and we can't walk out.
Why do we have to get out of the city?
Yeah,
So we
Well,
can take a long rest. And then
that's
come
actually a
back in.
good point. We should have them take us to like some just fucking beach and we can go hide in the woods.
So,
Or just go home.
Or wait a minute, why can't we just go to the woods right now? We don't even have to deal with the water. I really want to be off the water. I don't like that.
Because then we'd have to walk through the city and out the gate, past all those guards if we were invisible.
We can't like walk along the beach. Is there a beach?
There's
They're going to be
a-
looking for people out of
port.
place.
Okay, let's go boating.
I'm gonna go down and see what the party's up to now.
Yeah, Astrid.
And I'm gonna be, what? Where did you all go?
We're boating now.
We're gonna try to boat. I'll approach the captain whose name I don't know and just be like,
No, no,
we'll give
no,
you 50
I wanna-
gold to drop us near the nearest beach outside of town.
no.
I wanted to
And then-
search. Oh, yeah, hold on. Sorry, you keep going.
Let's just slow down here, guys. I'm concerned with the fact that you all left mid-fight.
You had it handled.
Florence
I got
was running
Florence.
away. I
He doesn't
stabilized
look
Florence.
like he's running very far.
Why did you stabilize Florence?
What if we want to talk to him?
I just want to cut his head off.
Okay,
Like, I just
so
wanna-
Wait. Maybe there's more to this than we know. We can use it. Okay, you guys just ignore this. This is a private conversation, okay? Please and thank you.
Can I actually? I want to grab Florence's necklace that he used to disappear from us. I'm gonna.
That's a good point.
take
I'll
it.
search the rest of his body.
and
So-
I want to search the gladiator guy.
I want to see what's in the satchel specifically. Keelan can check the body. I can check the satchel.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks like I've got the crew. All right, here we go.
So let's start with Magnum. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check for the fighter.
Yeah, I think my investigation's -1. Yep. 7.
Okay. You're able to find that they are wearing pretty decent studded leather armor as well as a shield, and they have a spear. Nothing, I mean, they're kept in good condition, but nothing necessarily remarkable about any of this equipment.
Yeah, I was hoping to maybe find something on where they were planning on going, but not with the 7.
Meanwhile, I will have one of you search the body. You can roll with advantage if you want, since one of you is helping the other.
Does that include Astrid, or like what's going
Wait,
on?
Ashley, what are you
It's
searching?
searching.
She
You
just
on,
took the necklace.
well, you have to find the necklace, so you
Ah.
need to. This is all part of searching the body.
Okay, then I'll stay on the satchel and Ashley and Keelan can hit the body. Well, that's the satchel's part of the body, in which case.
Investigation 17.
Okay.
Did you
Aha.
roll with advantage?
Yes.
Okay. I just sent hopefully you guys a handout.
Ooh.
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 Uh,
What is this? That's
that-
cool.
is a homemade magical item called the
Ooh.
Saving Grace Brooch. So what it basically allows you to do is cast the banish spell on yourself. to put you in a little pocket portal dimension for up to 60 seconds. To activate
What are
it,
you laughing at, Panda?
He
Just
came
your
back
reaction.
into the middle of the fire.
he did.
Oh!
He was like, holy crap! It was that scene from Community. Guys, I'm back.
With the pizza.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So what you do, when you activate the item, you have to turn the knob a certain amount of times, and each of those knobs is 6 seconds, or a round of combat. You have to decide when you cast a spell, and you cannot return until that time is up.
Ooh.
You can use this item once per day, and it recharges every dawn. And it does require attunement.
Until I identify it later.
I'll hand it up to Astrid since she was looking for it.
Nah, I don't want it. I just don't want him to have it. I didn't want him doing whatever he did again, just in case.
I'll give it to Pantal.
Hold on to it until we can identify.
I'm gonna decapitate Florence here too. While we're at this.
I was thinking if we decapitate, would the best way be like to decapitate him, then send his head to Waterdeep and be like, Westgate is under our protection, send no more.
Well, we don't know that just killing him is gonna shut down the entire mafia. They'll probably just hire his son. Like, we have to figure out.
We're not gonna godfather the mafia.
Yeah. I haven't
So
seen
how-
it, but I assume
how-
I'll agree with that.
You've never seen the. Okay, we'll
No,
save
I
that for later.
Yeah.
How long does it take me to cut off Florence's head?
And
Well, I'm
action.
stopping you.
You can try.
Oh, this is gonna go bad.
We need to talk to him.
We don't. We have Chevy. This is a mob boss. Not a good guy. He's killed and hurt and harassed an entire city. He's losing his head right now.
And we did
But
kind
we
of
need to
burn down
figure out
the-
who his underlings are so it doesn't just start up all over again.
If we let him live and talk to him and guards come in right now, then we have trial, okay?
Oh,
If he's
It's my
dead,
sister.
we don't have a trial. We get just to tell our side of the story, you understand?
Magnum,
mean-
I'm gonna be keeping a watch in, like, on the docks to see if anybody else is coming down.
Yeah, give me a perception check there, Magnum.
That guy's probably gonna send guards after us.
Dirty 20.
30-20. It seems quiet for now.
Oh, keep getting the boat ready, by the way, while we're talking, Mr. Capitan.
Yeah, what's your name? What's your name, Captain?
Or if you don't want to give us your name, we can understand that too in this situation.
Then just give us a fake one we can refer to you as.
Yeah.
Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Alright.
Alright, nice solid strong name. Gotcha, Gilbert.
So, Keelan, are you moving or are you standing in my way here?
I mean, I feel like we should just wait, and I'm not saying you can't cut his head off ever. I'm just saying, can you wait till we cut his head off until tomorrow?
It's gonna be a big negative. I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna gently push Keelan to the side, like, not forcefully, but like please move.
I'll go. As she pushes me.
Mm.
And then I did
I mean-
the deed.
I saved his life, guys. It's just such a waste.
You did a good deed, it's alright.
It says on you, me, not you, Keelan. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry, you're becoming less and less evil.
I was never able to begin.
Okay, keep telling yourself that.
So, Florence is decapitated.
boy.
Are you guys?
Sorry about
also-
your debt, Gilbert. We'll try to keep this clean, and I'll try to prestidigitate some of the blood off the boat instead of on the deck.
Yeah, it's tough because like you do it and then the body just spurts more blood, as it will for several minutes.
Here, and I start to cauterize the wounds.
Oh, I'm going to the back of the ship and I'm vomiting. I'm vomiting off the back of the ship.
Hey, can I use can I use the acid splash cantrip that I have in the egg to try and disintegrate his body, like the body portion?
Throw it in
You're
the water
you're
if you
gonna
want to do
dissolve
it.
the boat too.
No, I don't want to bring brought back to life. It's got an actual use.
I mean, that will destroy the body, but
It'll also destroy the boat.
that is it.
Acid splash is gonna destroy the boat too.
Okay.
Acid.
You're throwing acid at him.
We have a use for tin for once. If we take the body, put it back upstairs, and have tin light the dock on fire.
No.
No, Maria works there. We cannot.
She obviously is not gonna be like working here for a while. Like,
Okay,
maybe she could collect
Captain
the
Gilbert.
insurance.
Captain Gilbert, take us to a relatively deep area of the seas, like not too far, but just deep enough.
If only I had that magical chest, I could destroy stuff with it.
All
And
right.
then
Can
we
we
will
like
figure
just
it
go
out.
out into the harbor on the way out and drop it at deep point?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have to up his rate at this point because now we're asking him to be an accessory. Come on, guys.
Just tell him to go. Like, dude,
But at
you
this
Gilbert.
point, the boat is moving out and sailing,
I'm
and
still up there.
We would have waited for
What?
Magnum
No.
to get on the
I
boat.
was keeping watch.
We would have waited for Magnum. I'll
we
yell.
will say that Magnum made it onto the boat, and you guys are sailing out. You're sailing away from the city. Apparently, he's taking the deeper part to heart. And after maybe a good 10 minutes, you guys are maybe a half mile out. He says, "This place is as good as any."
All right, we'll
There's a
trust your
rock.
judgment.
We need ballast.
What do we got in the bag?
Do we have shark meat?
No, we don't.
We lost that shark meat a long time ago when it started going rotten.
I mean, we could just jump in the water and get some more right now if we wanted.
Yeah, I mean,
Can't
I still got 2 giant teeth.
Can any of you guys like conjure rocks with magic?
Nope. But, I mean, we just have to. Gosh. Okay. Do any of you know? This is really bad. I feel like I'm gonna pay for this later. But do people sink better when they're full of water?
I mean,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
I mean, people generally.
Are you gonna
Float
create water
regardless.
inside him?
I can't do that. But
I can.
was-
I can.
He's made. Humans are made of water, guys. Humans float. That's why people tie things to them when they throw them in the water.
Yeah, but they float because they have gases in
Okay.
them, and if you fill them with water,
So we've cauterized the neck, right?
We'll say yes.
So I can do create and destroy water.
Any of
and
our younger audiences, please, if you're watching, go
just leave.
this next half
Leave.
hour.
Get out of here.
So I can create up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within range. Can I do that with
Ah,
I'm so sorry I said it. I'm so sorry.
Connor, you're going to med school, right? You know the answer to
So,
this.
so
question.
you're creating water inside of his body, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Just on the
Okay.
deck, or
I mean, let's see, what's the range of it? The range is 30 feet, so let's put him in the water first in case something unsavory happens.
okay. So you toss this headless body into the water, and it bobs a little bit. And Pantal, you are getting ready to cast a spell when both you and Keelan see what look like shark fins coming towards the body.
Wait a minute. Do we take like any rings or like all the identifying things off his body?
You guys took there was a good amount of jewelry that you guys took off, as well as the satchel. But
Okay. Did
aside
I
from
search
that,
the satchel?
you've not searched the satchel yet. I
It's
haven't
just
told
a
you yet.
satchel.
Well,
Can I do that?
Satchel on the way back to the beach after we get rid
Let's
of
just
the
do
body.
that later, Keelan.
Okay. Because I just want to. Keelan would like to be distracted from the headless body in the water.
Yeah. So
What
there
are we doing with the head?
Yeah,
yeah.
check out this head. It'll distract you from the body. More chum for the sharks.
Yeah,
Just-
no
just-
kidding.
Just toss it in.
I kind of agree. Like, who are we gonna get to mail that, Pantal?
Magic.
Who are we gonna ask to mail this dude?
We can just, if we preserve it, we can just keep in the bag of holding until we're in water deep.
That's
Well-
too much work. Just toss it. Yeah,
Just
I
toss
agree
it.
with the guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just tell them. They'll get the news.
And with a dull sounding thump, the head falls into the water. and you sail away as more and more fins start swimming towards your previous area. And about an hour later, Captain Gilbert drops you off, I'll say about 3 miles away from Westgate. It seems in a very undeveloped portion of the coastline. It's just a blank beach. You see maybe half a mile further towards the city, there is just maybe a small shack or cottage. But other than that, there's nothing else you can see.
What time is it?
At this point, dawn is just breaking.
I'd love to rest, but we kind of should head back to the manor and then head into town and clear our names.
How are we gonna do that? We just murdered a man and fed him to sharks.
They don't know that.
What do we do with these
We also
guys?
burned down a building.
What do we do with them?
Pay them and
Don't pay them a dime. Just they get to live. That's their payment.
I will give them the 50 gold I have on me personally to the captain, at the very least.
Okay. They're all watching you very guardedly. Not quite entirely sure what to make of all of you. You seem to have a very broad range of personalities.
We're so sorry.
And two of us are fish people.
Honest, I feel like Astrid would have tried to golf with Florence's head into the water. With her
Just set it on the gangplank and
baseball it.
swing at it.
She doesn't revel in the death, but she's a little more practical about it, I think.
All right, and so Pantal, you give them the 50 gold, and they shove off to where you are not sure.
I'll reimburse Pantal from the bag.
As they're going, I will silent image a picture of like a banner saying "Seriously, keep quiet," and then a picture of Florence.
Florence's head.
Pre or post decapitation, yeah.
Both.
Oh, it's like a little
animated.
animation of his head falling off and then coming back up, falling back up.
It's not a silent image, it's a silent GIF.
Yeah, it's as close as I can get it. It's a GIF.
And with that, we're gonna call this our break.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Hope you join us for our next session as we continue this chapter of Manus Fatorum.